Hello everyone, so today I would like to share to you about coastal maritime attorneys. Just like any other industry, seamen are at risk for suffering work-related injuries anytime they are on the clock. The courts recognize this and are continually working to protect injured seamen through general maritime law. Maritime law gives workers who have been injured offshore or in the maritime industry the chance to claim necessary compensation for any suffering of medical complication. The following acts are foundational to maritime law, such as Jones Act, Death on the High Seas Act, Limitation of Liability Act, Longshoremen and Harbor Workers Compensation Act. General maritime law is the basis for all injuries sustained by seamen. It is important to have a comprehensive understanding of the general law before delving into the subsequent acts. Maritime law, also referred to as Admiralty law, is nearly as old as the shipping industry itself and governs most accidents that occur on navigable waters. The law's roots can be traced back to the unwritten customs of nautical behavior of the Egyptian and Greeks. However, the earliest formal codes were established around 900 BC on the Greek island of Rhodes. The original maritime laws and codes stemmed from the ancient customs and rules of shipping. For example, the doctrine of general average, the concept that all sea cargo stakeholders, owner, shipper, and etc. evenly share any damage or losses that may occur as a result of a voluntary sacrifice of part of the vessel or cargo to save the whole can be traced back to the early shipping customs of Rhodians. The concept of separate legal authority regulating maritime issues was brought to the West by Eleanor Aquitaine, who learned of the concept when she accompanied her first husband, King Louis VII of France, to the Mediterranean on the Second Crusade. The term Admiralty law came from the British Admiralty Courts, who presided over maritime matters separately from England's common law courts. As the U.S. judicial system is based on the British system, amended Admiralty laws were gradually incorporated into our legal system soon after the Constitution was ratified. Though still based on industry standards and customs, maritime law is largely found in the U.S. Constitution, treaties, and international convention, federal statute, the general maritime law and other judicial decisions, administrative regulations, and customs. Perhaps most obviously, maritime law applies to events that occur on high seas, in other words, accidents that happen beyond the territorial waters of any country. Furthermore, maritime law applies to the territorial sea, which are waters within 12 miles of the shore. However, the law's applicability becomes less clear further inland. Early in the United States history, maritime law did not apply to incidents that occurred within the body of the country and therefore excluded incidents involving the Great Lakes and national inland waterways. However, throughout the 19th century, this exclusion eroded away. Maritime law is now applied to navigable waters. A waterway is deemed navigable if by itself or by uniting with other waters. It can serve as a continued highway over which commerce is or may be carried on with other states or foreign countries. Consequently, if a body of water is completely landlocked within a single state, then it is not navigable for purposes of Admiralty jurisdiction. However, a body of water doesn't need to flow between states to be deemed navigable. A body of water may be deemed navigable if it is a link in a chain of bodies of water that can be used to service interstate commerce. Ultimately, the test is that the commerce of one state must be capable of being carried into another state or a foreign country. Once this test has been passed, it is likely that maritime law will be applicable even if it is a recreational vessel. Also, maritime injury attorneys exist to help injured seamen or dock workers get the compensation they need to recover from serious injuries and afford long-term medical costs that occurred offshore. That includes any accidents that occur on navigable waters such as rivers and ocean in harbors or docks. Our maritime lawyers have represented clients who were injured in jackup accidents, tugboat and barge accidents, deck accidents, commercial fishing accidents, falls overboard, cargo ship accidents, dredge accidents, oil platform accidents, shipyard accidents, and cruise ship accidents. One notable aspect of maritime accidents is that they are often devastating. Offshore oil rig explosions cause significant damages. Vessel collisions are frequently catastrophic, and oil platforms can unfairly change the lives of workers. Maritime lawyers fight to help workers recover the compensation they deserve, whether they are suffering after a major explosion or have injury caused by unsafe working conditions. Our maritime attorneys represented more crew members of the Deepwater Horizon and the El Faro than any other law firm. We not only understand maritime law, but the practices and culture of maritime lawyers. Speak with us to discuss your case so we can go over your legal and financial options. Maritime law is derived from many sources, federal status and general maritime law being two of the most prominent. These sources provide some of the maritime doctrines that are commonly used in cases involving vessels and their passengers and crew. Maritime law sets forth many of the basic legal tenets associated with the sea and seamen, including seaman's right to maintenance and cure. Maintenance and cure are benefits that an injured seaman receives from an employer during the course of recovery. Maintenance includes such as expenses as the seaman's rent or mortgage, utilities, property taxes, homeowner insurance, and food. Cure is similar to workers' compensation benefits for land-based employees. It covers costs related to medical treatment for the work-related injury. A seaman is someone who is a captain or crew member aboard a vessel in navigation. Also similar to worker compensation, maintenance and cure does not require that the seaman prove any fault for the injury, and the employer is required to pay. The next one is the Jones Act. The Jones Act is a federal law that gives seamen a statutory right to sue their employer for personal injury damages. However, a seaman must spend at least 30% of their time working on a vessel to qualify for the Jones Act. So I think that's all from me. Thank you for watching and bye-bye.